I was disappointed at the forecast as I was traveling to meet Shad at the north side point of the mountain, with not much hope of getting a good flight. Upon my arrival at the north side, the wind was south, blowing down. So I drove to Shad's home, letting him in on the bad news. We wanted to get Shad in the air with his new Millennium. After seeing how light it was, Shad decided to pack his paraglider instead. We gave it one more shot at looking at the forecast, at which Shad had some very complicated, detailed weather info off the net. After studying a while, he mentioned that the winds aloft were east. If we can get up to West Mountain, there is an east-facing launch. Would you entertain the thought of exploring that site? Without much hope that we would even make it up to the launch at the beginning of February, and having it blowing east in the afternoon, I reluctantly said, "Sure, Shad," thinking it would be a nice visit with him. While traveling to the site, the winds were picking up out of the north, and I felt as if we should have stuck with the north side point of the mountain. As we got to the West Mountain and started on the way up, I started to realize that the road was not snow-covered, and our chances of making it to the top was leaving me more encouraged. The road up was filled with beautiful scenery, of Mount Topinocus in the background, and beautiful Utah Lake. I was thinking, this was worth the drive up just for the beautiful sight and the great conversation. We finally made it to the top, and I saw the sagebrush blowing straight in. I could hardly believe my eyes, so I jumped out of my truck, and sure enough, the wind was blowing in strong. Shad was totally spot on with his prediction. The next words out of his mouth was, "I'm your driver. It's too strong for paragliders." I am not convinced that it was. I think Shad was being Shad, and knew I would feel guilty if the conditions would have been fine for him. I don't know how I could have come up with so many great friends in the sport. Like someone is picking my friends for me. How do you repay someone like Shad? I can't offer him or pay him back for all of his knowledge and all that he has taught me. I was feeling very thankful for my flight today, and very shocked that I was even able to get into the sky. I was thankful for the beautiful scenery, for the beautiful bald eagle that flew by as we were traveling to the site. I was filled with gratitude for all the things, but I was most grateful for a great friendship. I wonder how I'll ever be able to be that friend in return. Great times flying West Mountain for my first time. Thanks, Shad, for bringing this flight to me. West Mountain, west of Spanish Fork, Utah.